If you would like to win a Force FX lightsaber of your choosing, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, and post in the comments down below what your all-time favorite lightsaber is. In Star Wars The Last Jedi, Rey is willingly captured by both Kylo Ren and Snoke, as Snoke wishes to use Rey to learn the location of Luke Skywalker. Snoke ultimately does this by looking into the mind of Rey and pulling information from her head unwillingly, similarly to what Kylo Ren did in The Force Awakens, but on a much larger scale. Just before Snoke does this though, he uses the Force to get a closer look at Rey and see what the individual that defeated the mighty Kylo Ren truly looks like. As he does so, Rey has a moment to look into the eyes of Snoke herself, as she sees something that terrifies her. As Rey peers into the blue eyes of the Supreme Leader, she has a thought that chills her to her core, as she for the first time sees pure evil and the dark side of the Force itself at work. As Rey looks within Snoke, she explains that it was like looking into the dark side cave on Ahch-To yet again, as she experiences the true power of the dark side of the Force in the same capacity. In the novelization, Rey explains that she experiences the exact same feeling that she did on the planet. Although to some this could be a throwaway line, this has great significance to the Star Wars universe and the power of Snoke. The cave on Ahch-To is what is referred to as a Force Nexus and is the opposite of the light and the balance that the island above represents. This comparison by Rey is actually hugely compelling, as in the Aftermath books, Palpatine describes a force that resides in the unknown regions as the source of the dark side. This is what the Aftermath book says about Palpatine and what he sensed in the outer regions, what we now know to be Snoke. Before Palpatine's demise at the hands of the rebels, the computers finished their calculations, finally finding a way through the unknown. The Emperor was convinced that something waited for him out there, some origin of the Force, some dark presence formed of malevolent substance. The Emperor called it a signal. Conveniently, one that only he could hear. Even his greatest enforcer, Vader, seemed oblivious to it. This comparison is hugely important, and that looking into the eyes of Snoke was like looking into the dark side itself, as the cave on Ahch-To essentially represents the dark side itself and what is known as a Force Nexus. A Force Nexus being a location that is exponentially more powerful in the Force than other locations. Force Nexuses can represent the light side of the Force, such as Ahch-To, or the dark side of the Force, such as the cave on Ahch-To and on Dagobah. This comparison speaks to the immense power of Snoke, as looking into his eyes, there is not a distinction between him and the dark side nexus on Ahch-To. I found this to be an interesting line in the novelization, and a huge tell to the true power and potential that Snoke truly wielded. I wanted to make this video as I found it interesting that both Rey and Palpatine drew the same conclusion about Snoke and his power, but in different ways, as they each basically called him the dark side itself. But leave your thoughts on this in the comments down below, and what is your interpretation of the comparison that Rey draws between Snoke's eyes and the cave on Ahch-To? If you would like to interact with me directly and discuss this further, you can follow me on Twitter at StupendousWave. The link will be in the description down below. Again, don't forget to enter the lightsaber giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe, like the video, and post in the comments which lightsaber is your favorite in order to win a Force FX lightsaber of your own choosing. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. More videos on The Last Jedi novelization will follow. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.